Here at eRank, we're back again with the top keywords on Etsy now. Let's take the guesswork out of your Etsy SEO and product research. We'll show you the most popular search terms with US shoppers. Then we'll analyse what these trending keywords tell us about what's selling best on Etsy now. If this is your first time here, the lovely Jan over at the eRank blog creates these reports. This video is just a summary. For more information or to see the top trends in other countries, please pop over to the blog. Here's July's top 20 most searched for keywords in the US. As ever, beware of trademark terms. This report may contain some keywords that are trademarked. Wow, that's interesting. The US has got 5 screamers this month, including all top 4. And there's something interesting about these. Here's what number 1 Bruno Mars looks like. Bruno Mars? That's what we data geeks at eRank have been discussing for weeks now. Our Jessica spotted it in the first week of July. Bruno Mars merch, and Bruno Mars shirt were the top 3 trending on Etsy keywords in all 6 of Etsy's top countries. He's got an album releasing in August, supported by a tour in the Americas and Southeast Asia, and according to a headline in Forbes, Bruno Mars remains incredibly popular even after years of relative quiet. His music even had a bit of exposure at the Olympics, but we haven't really been able to see where this sudden massive boost in interest has come from. You got any ideas? But of course, a word to the wise, beware. Like Taylor Swift or any other celebrity or public figure, it's very unlikely you'd be legally able to sell anything related to them. These top Etsy searches climbed the highest the fastest in July. So climbers are what we call the top 20 keywords that didn't make the previous month's top 20 list. We like to focus on these because they're the hottest of the most searched keywords on Etsy right now. July had 10 climbers, and half of them were screamers. That's what we call them when they scream into the top 10 out of nowhere. None of them were in June's top 1,000. Having 10 climbers definitely indicates a higher than normal rate of turnover. And we don't recall the US ever having 5 being screamers. Here they are, listed in order with their current rank first. Hopefully we've expressed enough caution about Bruno Mars, and the same applies to our number 4 screamer, Run the Jewels hoodie. Run the Jewels is a critically acclaimed hip-hop duo featuring LP and Killer Mike. Although it's a couple of years since their last album, Killer Mike swept the 2024 Grammy Awards, winning the Best Rap Song, Best Rap Album and Best Rap Performance. Run the Jewels sell their own hoodies on their website. Now, we're not attorneys, we're not qualified to give legal advice, but we suppose you need a license from Run the Jewels to sell any merch on Etsy. Ranking 6th, Dorm is up from number 419th. So here's one you guys can use, and it's doing fantastically well year on year too. Here's Dorm. That bright green banner shows it's been popular on Etsy this past week. Even better, compared with our top 4 screamers, Dorm has an excellent 12-month click-through rate, and that stat's a factor we prioritise when assessing what to sell on Etsy because it indicates purchase intent. For our top 4 screamers, the click data was abysmal. All 4 had average click-through rates under 20%, and it wasn't that low because they were only charting in 1 month out of the 12. We calculated these top 4 just for the month of July, when they were peaking, and their monthly click-through rate, so abysmal. 1.9% for Run the Jewels hoodie, all the way up to the highest of Bruno Mars shirt, at a dismal click-through rate of 10%. Compared to Dorm's July click-through rate of 108%, that's a massive difference. We imagine the click-through rate for these screamers was so low because there are just not many relevant listings for the shoppers to click on, as they are surprise new keywords. That may change if sellers find out these artists are trending with Etsy shoppers, but remember, make sure you have permission before trying to sell anything like this. Now let's get back to our climbers and screamers. Ranking 8th, Trump is up from number 81. As mentioned, we're not attorneys, so we can't give legal advice. We've got no idea whether you can use the keyword Trump or sell related items without infringing, so let's just move on. Ranking 9th, Halloween, up from number 40. Weird, year on year, the one word search Halloween is down 48%. Nevertheless, we aren't worried. During our monthly review of keywords populating our monthly trend features, we saw slews of Halloween related keywords everywhere. Halloween is always huge on Etsy, and we don't expect that to change. But as you can see in the US, the seller competition has those lofty highs to match. So what's a mere mortal Etsy seller to do? Scroll down in Halloween's keyword tool page, that is. Here in the keyword ideas table, you can find popular search terms with more manageable competition. Amidst a sea of red Etsy competition, see that one with a ring round it. It's just got a little bit of green. Only 4,223 US sellers are using the keyword Halloween frames. It had a promising 2,520 searches in July, and it's got an average click-through rate of 134%. Wow! You can use the same procedure with our next two climbers, poster and home decor. Being continually popular, competition for them would be too daunting. Here's poster ranking 12th, up from number 34. It never leaves the US top 1000 and frequently makes the top 20, as it's doing right now, perhaps helped by the people shopping for dorm room decor. Poster's got a stellar average click-through rate, but to compete with this almost 3 million US sellers using this keyword, you'll need to niche down, just as we showed how to do with Halloween. Jan over at the blog shows you the steps she takes to niche down from a broad keyword like this and find the hidden gems, like how she did for 16th ranked home decor. Ranking 16th, home decor was up from 25th. Because even though home decor is 40% down year on year, it still makes our top 20, and you fellow Etsy sellers know it. Home decor's got more than 10 times the competition that poster has. But on the other hand, it is a roomy category. In fact, posters frequently are home decor, as is pillow. And look what she was able to find niching down. Types of pillow, needlepoint, ruffle, or bolster, all that could be relevant for someone looking for home decor or even dorm decor. Ranking 17th, our final screamer is birth flower. That's quite the spike, 0 to over 40,000 searches in a single bound. Now, normally we'd advise not acting on single month spikes like this, but this time, let's not be too hasty, because look, here's birth flower as two words. No, it's nowhere near as high in July. 1,130 searches as birth flower one word. In fact, birth flower didn't even make July's top 1,000, let alone the top 20. But as you can see, unlike birth flower, there's been months of solid interest in this keyword in the two-word form, which tells us birth flower one word is actually not a spike at all. Rather, we bet it's Etsy promoting it like they do birthstone, which is one word. It's just that shoppers don't use birth flower one word to search, they use birth flower. The takeaway? The results of Etsy's promoting demonstrate there's quite a lot of shopper interest in this search, however it's entered. We consider shoppers clicking on Etsy's call to action button for birth flowers one word to be for birth flower items, and there's excellent purchase intent in the average click-through rates. Therefore, since one word is slightly less than birth flowers 110% click-through rate, we recommend optimizing for birth flower and then just fit the single word in a tag and see how it performs. As always, we love hearing what you think. Got questions or suggestions? You're welcome to join us in eRank's private Facebook group. With over 28,000 members from around the world, someone friendly is always up and about.